We love getting brand new sketchbooks, right? But then we're so afraid to use them. That's why today I thought I would share with you 3 ways in which you can break that barrier and start filling your sketchbook in a way that feels authentic to you. Let's get creative. Allow me to start by cracking open this brand new sketchbook and to show you what I'm using on it today. Ohuhu kindly sent me this beautiful set of acrylic markers, and I am so happy I got them. These are the direct ink type, which means you just shake them a little, uncap, and you're ready to go. No pumping, no spillage, nothing messy. And they have a brush nib, which is my favorite kind. Yay! I'm extra excited because this set has 48 colors, the most I've ever seen in this type of marker. Before jumping in, I swatched them all to get familiar with the colors, and let me know if you'd like me to show you the entire swatching process in the future. It does take a while, so I usually skip it. But today I did want to show you this bit since I really like that the swatch card is arranged in the same order as the markers, which made it so much easier to use. Alright, we are ready, so let me share my first tip for filling your sketchbook with your own ideas. Just go out there and steal an idea. What? Am I not contradicting what I just said? Did I not mention this in the intro too? Yes, but sometimes starting with copying is the most authentic thing you can do, because if you want to copy something, you must really love it, right? I'll explain more, but let me show you what I'm copying. I follow this account on Insta. They create AI art, and I found them because of these incredible lace flowers that mesmerized me. Well, the other day they posted animal mashups, and I was scrolling through their post when I saw it. Oh, it was instant love. A raccoon bee. What? I had to draw that. I redrew it in my own style, added a tail that wasn't on the original pic, and created my little raccoon bee. I think you can still tell where the inspiration came from, but this one is definitely mine now. Round and cute. Time to paint it. And oh, did you notice I'm using a different type of sketchbook today? It's not good for watercolor, but perfect for spreads. I thought nice, large spreads would allow us to better explore concepts and find things we love to draw. This change is also inspired by Mira Byler's videos. She sometimes creates these cozy spreads. She seems to enjoy them so much, and I thought it would be fun to try something more casual where I just pile ideas on top and see what goes. So thank you, Mira, for always being an inspiration. Now, why am I suggesting to start by copying? Well, because one, we're going to copy the concept or idea, but we're not going to replicate the art exactly. And two, because it's good for you to explore and to pay attention to the things that you naturally gravitate towards and enjoy looking at. I think it's a great place to explore. Also, once you draw something on a very blank page, it jolts your creativity into action. The momentum builds just like pushing a car down a hill. As I've been yapping, I painted or colored my raccoon with brown and yellow. These markers are such a joy to use. Easy to switch colors, easy to cap, and great for adding texture. The wings, I think I messed up trying to draw lines on them like the ones on the original bee, but of course I was later able to paint on top of them and get them to my liking. Now that my raccoon was drawn, I thought, okay, so what else can I combine this with? Beehives. I usually don't love drawing hives because of the precision I need to get the shapes to match, but I went for it anyway. While drawing, I also thought this could be a garden, so I started to draw a big flower, and then thought maybe the petals are around a character's head. So I drew a cat in the middle of the flower, but once I rounded its ears, it looked more like a frog sitting on the flower to me, so I went with that. See how that first concept I stole is now giving way for other ideas to appear on the page? I kept adding more flowers, leaves, stems, and I discovered a new favorite color in this set. It's a gray that reminds me of Payne's gray, so I thought it was perfect for the details. I layered flowers, adjust the raccoon, switch some of the black parts on it to Payne's gray to make the page more harmonious.
outlined the hive with turquoise to tie things together. And yeah, acrylic markers are definitely great for this type of spontaneous play, especially when they're just so ready to use. And of course, when I have a space I don't know how to fill, I draw hearts. Hearts are my favorite, so why not? The outline of the beehive looked kind of off, so I decided to complement it by adding more organic lines flowing next to it because, again, I love me a good organic line. I basically kept drawing and adding, polishing things so that my creative momentum would not stop and I would be able to continue to create with little judgment and a lot of fun. At one point, I realized my raccoon looked more like a bear, so I changed the shape of the eyes and made them more angular. Gave a face to the frog as well, and also gave him some tiny arms. I thought that was gonna be cuter. I was happy with everything I had on my page, but when I took a step back from it, I noticed the raccoon and the frog didn't really match. The frog was definitely more cartoony. So I drew a second raccoon, simplifying its shapes even more so that the second one would tie everything together. And we're done with our first spread of the day. Let me know if you like this spread and which of the two raccoons you like the most. I really love how this one turned out. I love the colors, love everything about it, especially my two new little characters that popped up. I was super pumped to move on to the next spread, but first, allow me a quick interruption for a little shameless self promotion because I just launched new stickers this weekend. I have all of my designs in this sticker book that I bought so I could keep my entire collection together and flip through all of the cute stickers I create. And I can also use them because this is made out of release paper. I have on the cover what I could call my channel's mascot, an artist Lucky Cat. That's the largest sticker available in my shop. It's huge. You can use it to personalize it anything, any book or notebook or sketchbook, and it's also available on two other sizes. Then we have Yolki with the words "Find Your Rainbow," which is a phrase that I love, and Anxious Me. These two will also be available in the shop forever. And I also keep the Zodiac Bears in there for at least another year. Let me just flip through the other stickers that are not available anymore because they were limited edition to show you what's new. We have the Strawberry Raccoon and the Grape Fox. Both cute suggestions I got from you in my shorts, and I love them. Then we have my favorite sticker of this drop. It's my serene deer on its peaceful meadow. This character was a squishy first that I turned into a sketchbook page that I adjusted into a heart shape for the sticker, and now I'm obsessed with it. Then we have the original cutie bear and friend with an ice cream cone on its head. This is the base bear I used to create all of the Zodiac bears. And then we have the sticker sheet that has the sardines on it. All 5 sardines come in one sheet, and as you can see, they are all a very nice size. Then we have Anxious Me. He has a water bottle now because someone told me my water bottle was an emotional support bottle I carry around everywhere, and I thought Anxious Me could use one too. He has it in 4 colors because he just couldn't choose one. Then we have the little heart beetles I created for a sketchbook video and everybody loved. Finally, we have my froggy with rainbow and the last sticker sheet that includes the word happy made with watercolor and 9 little very unique butterflies. I'm so excited about this drop. I hope you like all of these stickers, and thank you to everyone who has already ordered. Your support is definitely what keeps this channel going, so thank you so much. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Let's go back to creating more sketchbook spreads. The next suggestion I have for you to fill your sketchbook, it's simple. Just daydream. This idea came to me from the many draw your day videos I see. It's a cool concept, but if I'm being perfectly honest, my days are often pretty monotonous. I even have the same thing for breakfast almost every single day. So instead I asked myself, what would my perfect day look like? For me, it would be at the Caribbean in a resort with a lazy river. I'm obsessed with lazy rivers. I think about going on one, I think every day. It's just so satisfying and delicious to let yourself go with the flow, literally. So I started drawing a floaty and water ripples, and of course all the delicious food I would be having at this gorgeous vacation day. time to let go of my pencil because it felt nicer to use the markers. So I started to draw and paint the illusion of water. And I also created these large tropical leaves I would see as I float happily. So nice to just paint whatever pops in your mind. I tried to color the floaty too. I was not doing a great job at it because sometimes one of my furry babies likes to be on my lap as I work, and he won't stop pushing me until I let him climb on me, so he was there. So spoiled. I kept working on the floaty to make it look more 3D, and I complemented the area by working more on the water too. As I worked and thought about the things that would give me an ideal day, something that can brighten any of my days popped in my head. A puppy bus. It is the cutest thing ever. I don't know if this is happening everywhere, but doggy daycare buses where there's no crates, but where the dogs sit in individual seats with harnesses are becoming really popular in my city. I had to include one in my drawing, so I doodled a school bus style dog bus full of pups. Seeing one makes me smile every time. I erased and moved the foot I'd loosely sketched to give room to it. We'll go back to that later. The bus wasn't really matching the vibe of the page, but I really wanted it there. And I think I'll draw another version of it sometime because it just makes me so happy. It is my childhood fantasy manifested. I'm sure at one point in our childhood, we all drew an animal inside a vehicle. I love this concept. My daughter and I saw one of these buses in our neighborhood the other day, and it was even yellow. It did not say school bus on it, but the name of the daycare. I just changed that detail in my drawing for extra fun. Also, I went into the page of the daycare to see where they took the dogs, and look at this. They have footage of the dogs exiting the bus and running free into this beautiful space, even jumping in the bone-shaped pool. How wonderful. Done with the bus and back to my resort food. I wanted to draw a breakfast item since breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. So I sketched the most delicious French toast we had in Puerto Rico with my kids. It was tres leches French toast from a restaurant called Musa. It was the best French toast of our lives. We are still talking about it weeks later. I tried to recreate it from their Instagram photos, but honestly, the photos don't do them justice. They were so good. My son had the stuffed French toast with bacon caramel sauce. I don't eat meat at all. I haven't for 8 years now, but I tried a little corner where there was no bacon because the smell was so amazing I couldn't help myself. These were the best French toast I've had in my life, so they alone would justify me going back to Puerto Rico. I decided to give more movement to my page by taking some of the strawberries from the toast and having them float in the empty corner of the page, along with more fruit. Some citrus slices were really complementing my tropical theme, and I was loving painting, drawing, and blending with these markers. I tied the whole spread together with a continuous gray line that started on the river and met the bus, turning into a little road for it. Then more highlights on the floaty, and because this is my daydream, I added colorful lines to the palm leaves. I wanted them to be just like my artificial studio plant that I painted and I love. And that is my second spread. I think it's an easy way to come up with the ideas, so enjoy your daydreaming. Now for the third way to generate ideas for your sketchbook. We always draw what we like, right? So what if instead we draw something we hate? Okay, maybe hate is too strong of a word. I don't know why I use it so much when I speak English. In Spanish, I usually go for something like, I don't like that at all. Well, one thing I don't like at all are olives. So I thought I would start by drawing those because guess what? I've never drawn them before. I thought it would be interesting. I started with a skewer of 3 olives, the little round things I can't stand. And they are one of those things that once they touch something else, they contaminate the flavor of anything around them for me. Regardless, I had so much fun drawing them. I added a purple rectangle background to make them pop, and in all honesty, I thought this was going to be a spread of a variety of things I don't like. But when I looked for reference images for the olives, I saw this olive branch. That is simply gorgeous. I had to draw it. And in the middle of my spread, sketching straight in with a marker. By now, I figured I could just draw with a marker because I could either color anything I didn't like or use the lines as an underlayer. In any case, I thought it would work and I felt free and joyful doing so. After seeing this beautiful branch, it was just logical for me to search what an olive tree looks like. You know I'm obsessed with trees, so I googled it and they are so nice. They have these thick trunks that curve. Wonderful. I had to draw one too. I started by drawing the trunk and lightly made strokes to mark where the canopy would go. And just like that, with zero planning, now I have a spread that is all about a food I still don't like that comes from a tree that I now love. I started to add color to all of the leaves of the branch, half purple and half green on all of them. Then a lighter green in the olives themselves and blended in a lighter purple as I detailed them. Painting the tree trunk was my favorite part. I wanted to keep the same color combo for it, just greens and purples. I kept 3 to 5 markers on my hand, loosely capped, as I worked with all of them, adding many lines to build up the shape with organic motion. Time to do the canopy, and I thought I would go about it in the same way, just adding little marks of color everywhere and layering it intuitively. Switching markers and making little line after little line, for which these brush nips were simply perfect. At the end, I used a light yellow to separate the canopy from the branch behind it, and I thought it would be nice to create another rectangle behind the tree for the page to have more harmony. For this spread, I had my other dog on the desk. She likes to be on top and just observe as I color. I was practically done, but then I thought maybe I could fit another reference image I found and liked on the spread. This little dish with olives. I wasn't sure about the space, so I used this trinket dish I made a while ago to see how a circle would fit in. And I liked it, so I went ahead and drew that too. Again, sketching directly with the markers and having some fun blocking out color with them, using the colors I've already used in the rest of the page. Then it was just a matter of adding more color and blending it in, and then of course doing highlights to bring everything to life. And here it is, our last spread of the day. So crazy that this olive spread might be my favorite of the day. I cannot wait to know which one is yours. Here's the other spread we created, and I was just gonna do a little flip through, but then I saw the way the toast and the bus were interacting and it bothered me so much, I just had to go back and fix it. There, much better. And finally, the first spread we created today, which I also like very much. I think the colors look great and I'm obsessed with the raccoon bee combination. The beacon. Well, that's it for today. Let me know if you like this new format for sketchbook ideas, and I'll see you next Friday with a brand new video. Until then, I hope you're having the most wonderful day. Bye!